How many of you would say that as best as you can tell from your perspective, the typical client of today is a tougher, more demanding, more knowledgeable, usually, certainly more vocal customer than the typical client of 3, 4, 5 years ago? Show of hands. They're tougher today. Okay, yeah, most of the hands go up. Second question, how many of you would say that you yourself are tougher, more demanding, usually more knowledgeable, and certainly more vocal than you were 3, 4, 5 years ago? I see the same thing going on in my own family. 5 years ago, my daughter and I would go out for one of these father-daughter lunch, dinner, discussion chats where I'm going to explain the meaning of life to her, and she ends up explaining the meaning of life to me. You've had those discussions, huh? And you know, we'd go out for dinner. I'd order a strip steak, medium rare, and they would bring it, and it would be well done. Knowing how kids are at any age about parents speaking up and trying to be as obsequious as possible. I'm like, excuse me, could I? My steak. Excuse me, ma'am. Finally, I'd get somebody's attention. Oh, yes. You see, I ordered this steak medium rare. And the fact that it's burned to a crisp on the outside would lead me to conclude it might be medium or perhaps even well done. And I'm wondering if I could sort of swap it out. I mean, I know the chef is very busy. All the while, my daughter's saying to me, Pa, chill out. And today, we go out to dinner. The least little thing goes wrong, she's more berserk than I am. Hey, you gotta see my father's meal. It's a terror, this is a disgrace to this restaurant. It's a tougher, more demanding base out there that we're dealing with. Why is that occurring? Why is it occurring? Among other reasons, it's occurring because there's a fundamental shift underway in the way competition takes place. Too many restaurants think the competition is the restaurant across town. Too many auto dealers think it's the auto dealer over in the next county who keeps cutting prices. And I would submit that there's probably too many people in this room who think that your competition consists of TD, Scotia, BMO. That's not only short-sighted, that's dangerous because that's not how your client base views it. Through their lens, the competition is anybody they experience in a similar fashion. FedEx comes into our office 2, 3, sometimes 4 times during the course of the week. And when the FedEx guy comes in, he moves about like this. Hey, Tom, got some stuff for you? No, it's all right. Okay, great. I'll see you later today. Call me if you need anything else. Off he goes. And I'm watching him day after day after day. And finally one day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed him by the scruff and I said, hey, you really move along. I said, you're practically running. Oh, no. I never run. We're told not to run. Really? Yeah. He said, if I were to run, what might you think? What would you guess? You're late. Yeah, if you're running, you must be late. And so the actual phrase they use is walk quickly with purpose. Do not run. Walk quickly with purpose. Let's take Disney. How many custodians would you guess that they have at the Magic Kingdom? Give me a number. 100. Reasonable. Any others? 1,000. More or less? How about 56,000? 56,000. How many people work at the Magic Kingdom? 56,000. They're all part of the custodial staff? Absolutely. You know why? Because when Meg Crofton walks down the street, sees a piece of paper, picks up the piece of paper and throws it in a trash can, it sends a really powerful message. And every time you do something, the people on your team, however you want to define that team, notice that. And that sends a very powerful message. May through October, Goofy is supposed to be at Space Mountain between the hours of 11 and 3. Why May through October? That's pretty easy. That's the peak season. Why 11 to 3? That's easy. That's the peak time. Why Space Mountain? That's pretty easy. That's a favorite attraction. But why Goofy? I mean, why not some other character? Disney knows a couple things about us. Number one, we adults are more afraid of Space Mountain than the kids. I just report this out. You draw your own conclusions. The second thing is that we relate better to Goofy than we do any other character. And again, I'm just reporting it out. You can draw your own conclusions. But that's how detailed they get. That's how well they know their clients / guests. Woman's walking in the main gate at the Magic Kingdom, going through the turnstile, and the person standing right here, she says, welcome back, Mary. Mary turned around and went back. And she said, how did she know? She said, excuse me, she said, but I have to ask. I mean, my name is Mary, but how did you know I've been here before? And how did you know I'm Mary? The person at the turnstile said two things. First of all, 70% are returnees. They've been here before. So I had a 70% chance of being right as long as I could guess your name. So, but how'd you guess I was Mary? Well, she said, you do have earrings on that say Mary. So it's being sensitive to those little things and picking up on them and creating a memorable experience for that client, their family, their CA, COI, whoever that is in that space out there that's supporting your efforts. What do you think one of the most common questions they get at the Magic Kingdom is? Well, it's what time does the 3 o'clock parade start? Which on the surface you'd want to say, are you serious? Are you kidding me? But what does that person really want to know? What time do I have to get there so the kids can get a good seat? So the answer is, what time does the 3 o'clock parade start? Well, ma'am, it does start on time. And if you want to get a really good seat for the kids and yourself, you should get there about 25 to 20 minutes before. If you want to be absolutely certain, get there 30 minutes before. The answer to the question was not asked, but that was the question behind what they actually asked. If you want to forge new paths in today's marketplace, you have to be FedEx fast and Mickey friendly. That's the headline.